Hey everyone, this is MVL and welcome to Kasparovchess. I'm very glad to join you today and to talk about all things chess. Also first I have to mention that France qualified to all three finals in the Olympics in basketball, volleyball and handball, so that's kind of nice. So I thought I'd mention that, just for bragging rights. And and also we have some breaking news with Jan Duda winning the World Cup. So congratulations to him as well, and also of course to Sergei Karyakin for qualifying as well to the candidates. So yeah, if you have any questions, you're welcome to talk in the chat. I'll be monitoring it as well quite a bit, and I also wanted, of course, to give you some insights about Kasparovchess and the lessons I produced for them some time ago, and to show you the kind of good stuff we can help you with. So, and yes, thank you, Gokul. Yeah, I won against D9 in the ping pong. It was not clear for everyone. It was a very tough match, but chess is not the only sport I can play. It's my best one still. So anyway, I guess as for World Cup, I could also start with with my World Cup, my own World Cup, where I got eliminated against Sergei Karyakin in round of 16. That was a very tough match for me. Very tough result, of course, and I knew that Sergei was going to be a very tough nut to crack, and the match was very double-edged, and it came down to this rapid game. I thought I was in control, and then he found some powerful defense, and when I needed to switch back to playing maybe more safely, I thought I'll use this time disadvantage. It was down to 2 minutes on the clock, and then I kept on finding the excellent moves, and I went too far in my attempts, and he punished me duly. But he played very well in that match, I must say. So I was very disappointed, but sometimes you have to admit that your opponent also played very well. Did I play in Vojany? I played in Val Thorens back in 1999, so that doesn't make me younger. And okay, chat is already asking for Fall Guys. I might have time to play some Fall Guys, while I'm in the US, but that's not the plan for today. All right, so then maybe let's start showing you guys the lessons I did for Kasparovchess. So I did all sorts of general advice, like how to build your opening repertoire, emotions as well, but of course more chess device advice, so defending bad positions, and creating weaknesses, converting winning positions. That's actually a very important thing in chess, to be able to convert. This costs many points to players of all levels, including me. So maybe I should rewatch it from time to time. But anyway, I wanted to show you maybe something more fun, more fun. Everything's fun, but I love studies, and I always thought there's a lot to learn from them, And yeah, let's do, I think, a Savichev study first. So, okay, this one I know because this is the one I got from, from for the actual lessons. So it's why to move and make a draw. Savichev was a great composers in like 20th century, I think early like 1920, 1930, not completely sure. So anyway, why to move and make a draw? So the problem is if you promote, which looks like the logical thing to do, then bishop f5 check, will get the queen, and then the bishop will protect the pawn on b7. And if you take the bishop, then pawn runs to promotion. If I go instead king d6, then just simply bishop f5, bishop c8. Once my king gets to a7, b5, and pawn runs. So this is not working. So first I have to make this pawn move. So I go king c8. And now, okay, if bishop e4, king b8 would have won the b pawn. And after b5, now this is a paradoxical thing. I come back. And now this is what we call the Reti, Reti square. So I go king d6. And now I go king e5, I attack the bishop, and I win a crucial tempo this way, and my king runs back to catch this pawn and get it. And now there's a puzzle for me, which I haven't solved. So here's what clears the knight. On a8 is trapped, and it's actually pretty clear. Okay, this will end in mate with the king on d6. So the knight is trapped. The only thing is now we need to make the king, to prevent the king from running towards these squares where, then the knight can come back. Because knight and bishop against knight, of course, is supposed to be a draw. So first I go knight e5, and after king g7, I go bishop d8 to prevent king f6. Now I go king f2. I go back to a5, very important to keep the knight trapped, and now king e3, king d4, and after knight e7. So now the knight managed to come back, but bishop b4 is checkmate. So this is what I was hinting about. All right. This is already not totally easy, but yeah, it's my bread and butter to solve studies, so it's normal that I go a bit fast on this. Let's maybe even do something tougher. So let's go expert. And which one should I do? Let's see. Okay, this one is very tough. Let's do this one. Yeah, for the background story, this story by Gergenidze. Also, I picked only great composers, I think. Yeah, this one I can give you some time to think. So I will give you the story behind it. So I was at training camp with some young guys from France, and we had the opportunity to have a training camp with Mark Dvoretsky back in 2004. At some point, Mark gave us studies to solve, and he said, it's good. So I give you half an hour, and you can play the position however you like. But at the end of the 30 minutes, you need to have solved the study. So first, he gave me another study, and I was already very much used to solving studies. So there were some obvious moves to make, but I wanted to play the moves. To solve the studies from beginning to the end. And I actually managed, but then he told me at the end, why didn't you play the obvious move? I said I wanted to solve it, from start to finish. And so then he gave me this study to punish me and to force me to, to do it his way. Well, bottom point is I didn't get the study at all. But now I know better. So this study is is very cute. I don't know if you guys have found something. So there's yeah, white was saying rook g2 check. I think after rook g2 you take on g2, queen c4, king b1, queen b3, queen b2, and you're losing. No, I think I found the correct way. So first you go queen f7, I think. And now just to be yeah, this is where no, first few moves I found all right. So rook g2, queen f2 check. Now I mean, like, we can go back for 1 second. If queen takes f2, it's stalemate. My knight is pinned. So king b3 is good. And this is where you know, I was looking for the right move. At the end, I didn't find it. I had played queen e3, you know, out of desperation. But after king a4, I'm not sure if it's king a4, but let's say king a4, and then king b5, queen, or maybe king a5. Maybe it's king a5, queen a1, a2, and I'm losing. I'm not completely sure. Maybe it's like another. I mean, maybe I need to be more precise with that. But anyway, this is the bottom line that queen e3 is losing, but I'm not even sure how. But I know it's losing. And now the solution is different. So you actually take on b6. So it's very important to know if king a4, queen d4, it's not the same. There's no pawn on b6, so all pawn endgames. I mean, there's no pawn endgames anymore. With this b6 pawn up for black, which would be winning. And this is where so I found, of course, this position, the queen b3, queen b2, and this is why I didn't realize that I can simply go queen c4. So okay, after queen c4 we should stop, maybe. So the thing is, if the queen moves to this file or to this diagonal, then queen c2 checkmate. If the queen moves back, then queen b3 check, queen has to move back. So there remains rook a2. I mean, a2, of course, is queen d3 check and mate. So now it's very important, because I think, yeah, at first I thought maybe I don't remember whether I thought this, but after queen d3, queen c2, maybe this is the move I missed actually here, which is queen b4. Now if the queen takes, it's stalemate. If queen takes b4, it's stalemate. Okay, I cannot produce a move. And now queen c3 and the same. Yeah. So queen takes c3 would be stalemate. So now you have to go back to b1 with the king. I go back to b4. And after you play rook a1, I go queen c4 and we're back to this actual position. Okay. This one I have no merit of solving. I've seen it countless times. But let's do the next one, which normally I haven't done. And this one looks already tough. So you have, yeah. So white is winning. Actually, we have the hint, which is not surprising. Okay, so there's something to it. So what looks like to me is you go rook h7, king g8, g7. So now the rook on f8 cannot, you know, check you. And if king takes h7, pawn takes rook, I'm threatening rook h8 mate. Actually, I'll play the first two moves so you guys see better. So I was threatening rook h8 mate. You cannot take the rook. So now you're checking. If I take the rook, there's rook a8, and then I'm losing the rook. So if I go, for instance, king b6, rook a6, king takes b7, rook b8 check, and the problem is I cannot take both rooks. So this is not the way to go for my king. So clearly it's going to be king b4, king b3, king b2. After rook a2, king c1. So probably we'll take c2. So again, I cannot take the rook because of rook c8 check. I should go king d1 for cover. Rook c1, king d2, rook c2. Then there's the question whether I should take the pawn on d6. Actually quite unclear. So let's go there. Okay, so now I have two options. Either I can go grab the pawn on d6, come back with my king, I can go king e1, rook takes e2, king f1, check, and do it this way. I would say first grab the pawn on d6. It would allow me to free the important e5 square for the king at the end. So after king f, so I grab the pawns on d6, f6, and then after rook e6 check, I go king f5. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And rook e5, now I take. Okay, check, king f6, king h7, king takes f7. And I'm assuming after g6, after that I get g6 and g8 queen, and that should win. So again, I cannot take on d7, there's rook g8. So let's go back. Oh, okay, this was too fast. Of course, there's pawn takes g5 here. So I should go king g4. Yeah, so I had, of course, the idea, but this, oh, okay, this is a miss. Oh, because there's rook e6 check. Okay, so I'm I thought it was easier than it actually is. That's a pity. Yeah, I should have been more careful. So it's king f5 and now king f6. No, only king f6. So now I have to prevent rook e6 check. This is actually beautiful. And now it's coming back to where I wanted. But yeah, I cannot say I solved it. So let's go back. Yeah. Okay, so we went to this moment. So first I was taking the pawn on d6. This I explained. And then, yeah, I went a bit lazy. I mean, you know, this is something I know I should do, but I should recheck during the actual, I mean, at the moment of the move, what I actually, you know, looked from far away. So here, of course, I should be careful about not playing king f4 because pawn takes g5. Yeah, that's definitely on me. Until when I got this position, yeah, again, like from my perspective, I was just, you know, playing king f6 and king takes h7 and winning. But, you know, I should, once I'm at the actual position, realize that I should play king f5 first to prevent rook e6. Yeah, this is this is a nice one. I'm a bit sad at myself, and I will have to solve the next one. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this puzzle. And you know, if you have any question actually about this problem, maybe any other question. So yes, let's just, because I closed maybe the tab a little bit too fast, so let's do it again. So let's hope my memory doesn't trick me. It doesn't. So now we can see, of course, that this is winning because pawn on g7. Have I ever played such crazy tactic in actual games? I have played some crazy tactics. I'm not sure about you know, this kind of depth, but I've had some very crazy calculation going on in some games. Actually, what? Yeah, hang on. This is one lesson at least I could show you as well. Because it actually features one of these games, so it's maybe for experts. Wait. Oh yeah, this one. So this is okay. This was from my game against Sasha Gryshuk in Riga 2019, and this was full. I mean, a hugely deep game. It's 20 minutes lesson, but it goes extremely deep in the the details of the position. I had lots of details to calculate. Maybe I can actually like sort of show you what I'm talking about. Like let's mute it, but this is sort of the lines you can get. You can see it's total mess. Like very early on already, there's yeah, this is actually very nice. So maybe I'll get to so yeah, this for instance is queen sack. You get the bishop, you get the rook, and you win. Yeah, that lesson is actually very good. I was doing all the lines from memory, and I think I didn't lose one. And here, yeah, this is actual good moment, I think. So if you go knight b5 here, then I go c3. And if you take, well, yeah, I'll let it, go. Do I plan to do additional lessons on Kasparov chess? Maybe, yeah. I mean, like this will have to, to be checked. So, like, if you take, but anyway, clearly it's something I could do. I mean, we're based in Paris, so but of course it will have to be after my fully booked schedule. So anyway, so I was saying we give up the exchange, we go queen d7, then we go queen h3, and I mean, this kind of calculation you can do because it features natural motifs. So like you take the knight, then I go queen h3, bishop e2. It seems like your work done, but you have this. This is reminiscent of Fischer-Benko, I think. I think it was Benko. This game where he goes rook f6 to bring the bishop to f6 and finish with the same tactical motive. So this, sort of motives, when you have them in your mind, of course, it gets easier to calculate. If you have to recreate everything from scratch, it's not the same. And here's the same idea if you take with the knight. I think here, I'm not sure whether it's actually the same. Maybe after knight takes c3, no, I go queen d7 first. Yeah, I go queen d7. I don't take on c3 anymore. And after bishop d3, queen h3, it's going to be the same. And king h2, yeah, you take, and you get this f4 square for the knight. Here you don't even have to calculate everything, but it's just so obvious that something will work. And yeah, and this is the beginning of 20 minutes of chaos. So this is a good one. So anyway, let's go back to studies and the things we can do. What's my schedule tournament-wise over the next few months? So I'm here in St. Louis already. So I'm having a few days chilling, and then I'll schedule to play in the FIDE Cup, which will start on the 18th of August. Then I play the last regular event of the Champion Chess Tour. Then I'm still scheduled to play in St. Louis for the Champion Showdown. That will be in September. And then maybe, something else. Maybe the finals of the Champion Chess Tour, if I qualify, that would be in San Francisco. Then that would be the end of my US tour. So I'm going to stay here for a while. And then October, well, there's obviously the Grand Swiss that I will eagerly play because I still need to qualify. Should it be through to the candidate? Should it be through the Grand Swiss or through the FIDE Grand Prix? That will be next year. And then hopefully I'll play in the European Team Championship in November. So that's. Oh, hi. Hey, Kevin. How are you? Some Kakro over here. It's good to see you. Well, eccentric course. I'm not gonna give odds to Magnus in the next candidate because I'll first wait to see what happens in the World Championship. I guess Magnus is still favorite, but yeah, it's gonna be a very, very, very tough one for him. I mean, Jan has been playing fantastic chess this year, and also very composed. Let's say it's not like he's playing above his means. None of that. Yeah, he's just playing regular, exceptional chess. I mean, same. Magnus does it, of course, as well, but it's gonna be a very tough fight. But Magnus had very tough fights against Sergey in 2016 and against Fabi, of course, in 2018, where it could easily have gone the other way. Do I watch the Olympics? Of course I watch the Olympics. And yeah, of course, there's on the Kasparovchess documentary about me. It was filmed first part in Abidjan and second part in Paris during the Grandmaster Tour, and those were that was actually a very nice documentary. I mean, I enjoyed it thoroughly. And it's not easy, yeah, because it's not easy for many people, including me, to watch yourself on documentary or on television. I mean, this is not something I'm used to, but it was very nice. So let's go back to some studies. Yeah, glad to hear you have good feedback on the documentary, and I really thought it was great. So anyway, let's go back to the studies. So there's one I actually co-composed, but I don't think there's an exercise in this. Or is there? No, there is not. Yeah, there's only this study. It's very nice, but it's too much, to be honest. So let's leave it for you to enjoy it. To take lots of time, and yeah, actually 17 minutes. So I went quite slowly on this one because it's quite deep. So let's do. Okay, so there's we actually found out probably. I mean, we were tagged on Twitter by Olympio Okan, who's very renowned historian of chess, to tell us that study from the unknown composer is actually from, if I remember well, from Dorogov. So thanks to him for pointing that out, and of course we will update that. Clear. So anyway, I feel like I should do Kasparov because Kasparov is probably the greatest composer in the history of chess. At least he has an argument for the title. So, oh yeah, this one, and this one is especially nice because you have so little material, and what's cool about it is it is still so deep to actually solve this puzzle. So, okay, if we take a quick look at the position, so we have the king on h4. We have the rook, the bishop. Clearly, those pieces are not coordinating well. We don't have a check against black's king, so that's an issue. And of course, the queen can maneuver, so countless threats to get the bishop. Because, the rook is protecting the bishop at the moment. The bishop is protecting the rook. So if the rook protects the bishop, to avoid any forks, after rook b3, queen c4 check, this is an issue. If you go rook d1, it's gonna be, let's just remove these arrows. So if you go rook d1 again to protect the bishop, now it's queen f4 check, king moves, queen f, for instance, to h5, queen f3 check, wins the rook. So this is not good. So you cannot actually, well, that's me. Yeah, okay. Let me have a clear board. So now you realize you cannot actually protect the bishop. So you have to find some other way to, to prevent the fork. So you could think like there's some other way to, So rook d4, the problem with rook d4 is, for instance, queen h2 check, king moves to g5, then queen g1 check. Yes, it's really, really a tough one, Kevin. So queen g1 check, and now you get the bishop here, because white will go rook g4. Actually, no, because you go queen e5 check, and then you get the rook. But I mean, getting the bishop is just good enough in this study. Like, you don't have to actually win it over the board after that. So if you go something like rook f3, it's going to be the same problem, I think. So something like queen h2 check. If the king moves, queen g1 checks, the fork. And after rook h3, you go queen f4 check, king h5, and something like, it's hard for me to say, maybe queen e5 check. Not completely sure, but there's, you'll have to trust me that there's an actual way of, winning this position for black after rook f3. So maybe I'll take just a minute to figure that out. Or it would take too much time. Like, like, for instance, if you go rook g3, this is for sure. So I go queen f4 check, rook g4, queen h6, king g3, queen e3 check. Like, let's actually do this. Maybe they will. No, we cannot. Actually, this is pity. Yeah, I cannot show you the actual moves over the boards, but it's queen f4, rook g4, queen h6, king g3, and queen e3 check. And then, wait, no, it's, yeah, I think it's like this. And after king h2, you go queen f2, and then you rook g2, queen h4, king g1, queen e1 check, wins the bishop. If after queen f2 I went king h3, then queen f1 check, wins the bishop. So well, rook g3 is not possible. So now I have to find, yeah. So yeah, Kevin gave the solution, and it's very nice. So first you go this quiet move king g4. And the point is, you don't have any real good checks for now, but queen c8 seems good enough. If I go king f4, then queen b8 check, and or queen c1 as well. So like, if black went queen g7 here, I would go king f4, and there's no queen b8 or queen c1. Or I could go also what I'm actually going to do. So it's king f3, and this is, wait, why queen c6? Move is supposed to be queen b7. Okay, the move is queen b7 check. I don't know why it's queen c6 as written, but the move is queen b7 check. So with a fork, of course, the obvious fork on the bishop and the king. And now, well, it's too bad I cannot actually play it. But after queen b7, I'm going rook d5. And the point is, if you take the rook, then bishop e4. This is why it's so important to have the king on f3. So the queen is on d5, bishop, pins the queen, and we get a draw. And after queen takes b1, I'll just go rook a5 check, rook b5 check next, and with a fork and a draw. So yeah, this is too bad that we cannot see the move Yeah. But anyway, so I thought it's just so nice that with so little material, you have such a difficult position to solve. I mean, when I was given this position for the first time, so I was maybe 14, 15 years old, and yeah, I was miles away from the solution. But yeah, no, I hope I would have found it. Like if I had seen it for the first time today, I hope I would have found it. By myself, of course. This from memory. This is not the same. If the bishop was on a dark square, I mean, if you have bishop on a dark square and the pawn and no queen, no rook, yeah, this would be a draw. But yeah, I mean, here we're fighting for the draw because we cannot get the queen. And I mean, what's nice is that the king on a8 is actually on a very unfortunate square, but you cannot see it from the first side. Of course, if the king is on a7, then the position is most likely completely lost. Is it true I'm Stockfish, coach? No, but you know, I learned quite a lot from Stockfish. I learn from him on a daily basis. Okay, it's pity because I also know this one. Even though it's not an easy one to solve, but yeah. So yeah, let's actually do it. Let's solve this. So yeah, this is a problem with me. I know too many of these studies. So white's piece up. Of course, you cannot afford to lose this f6 pawn. Rook and bishop against rook is a draw. Hey to everyone. Thank you for joining. And we have a question from Krish asking how important it is to have seconds in top level chess. Well, basically, what's extremely important is, you know, I get so much, you know, so much work to do in the openings, and especially during tournaments, it's very important to have people helping me because, you know, takes you know, lots of energy, especially in the evenings before the games. Like during the night, I'm not going to work on my openings. I need some tips. So I have you know, helpers. I mean, especially like Etienne has been helping me for quite a while now, and yeah, they just, you know, give me advice on what to play, and this way I don't lose energy and I'm fully focused for the, you know, for the actual games. Are there seconds for super GMs? It happens, yeah, especially during, for instance, World Championship matches. I've actually helped Magnus on one of his World Championship, but lots of super grandmasters have been helping, you know, the best players during World Championship matches. Yes, and Etienne also, of course, also like he was top 10 in the world back in 2006, 2007. I mean, he can be considered a super GM, but like, and many others. So so anyway, let's go back to the study real quick. So after f7, I think rook c6 check, then rook f6 is an issue, or maybe rook f6 right away, then the b pawn runs. I think the move is bishop g5. Yes. Now b3, so the pawn runs. I have to go rook d2 check. Okay. And now, yeah, so now I remember the solution fully. So now my pawn can run. So let's, you know, get that pawn running to promotion. And this is the critical moment of the study. So black threatens two things: rook to checkmate, and pawn b2 and pawn to b2 is checkmate, but also threatening promotion. So my rook cannot move. I mean, my rook could move to d2, but then rook g1 check is perpetual. But now, well, if I go queen f6 check, then b2 check, and I'm losing the queen. So I have to go queen a3. I don't have a choice. And here after rook a2, this is where it gets, you know, this is what you should have from afar from the beginning. So your queen cannot still move because of rook c2 check. If queen c5, you know, queen c5 could be a move, because I'm assuming that after b2, king d2, b1, king e1, I'm winning the queen and probably the game. But after queen c5, what I'm assuming is happening is, well, queen c5, you go rook e2 with the renewed idea of b2 check, mate. Also here maybe rook h1, so maybe rook g2. Or rook h2, rook h2. So then if rook d2, I have rook h1 check, very important, because the queen on c5 was controlling g1 square. So rook h2, same idea of b2. And yeah, so basically this would be a draw. But here I'm just gonna, if I take on a2, this is very important also. If I take on a2, then king takes a2, rook d2, king a1, rook b2, a3, rook takes b3, and well, a2 again, and I cannot prevent stalemate. And after rook b1, king a2, I would even like have to take on b3 not to lose. So here I go, well, I'm going rook d2. So if b2, I mean, rook takes a3 is the obvious move. If b2 checks, then I take with the queen, or it takes rook takes. And the difference is now black has to play a3. Black, the pawn is not yet on a2, so it's going to be a win. And after rook takes a3, this is all points. It's rook b2. So very nice neutral Zugzwang. If white is to move, it's only a draw. You have perpetual, but you have nothing else. Here black only has one move. It's rook a2. So rook b1 checkmate. Okay, maybe let's do another last one, because you know, I knew this study, Seletsky study. Which one was it? Okay, let's not do the actual study. It's like I'm in my lesson, so it's quite nice. I'll just it's very complicated. Like okay, you can, you know, decide it in terms of you know, you know, general point. Like I went queen g5. It's very nice move. Is bishop takes d7. I go knight f4. King is trapped. Bishop h5 is next. But yeah, it's, you know, here it's, the difference between king e1 and king g1 is very hidden. I'll just show you that it's king g1 and go straight to the end. So here if black plays king d6, then queen g3 check. And well, so the thing is fully based on king takes c5, queen a3, and you win the queen. And if king d5, you go bishop c4, king takes c4, queen b3 check, and king takes c5, queen a3. So but king c8, and now you go check, check, check. And now because my king is on g1, the queen cannot check. So the king, now I go queen b8 check, and okay. I just did it to show you the final board. So I wanted to bring lots of aesthetics in the studies I selected for you. But yeah, this I did from memory. Of course, I have no merits. Oh, okay. No, this is pity, because I actually solved this because Ikaru did a stream with Gary actually, and I gave him this study to solve. So well, it's pity, but yeah. So knight b4 is a move. If you go b6 check right away, then knight takes b6 win for black. So I think it's knight b4, then b6. If knight takes, king takes b4, knight d5, king c4. So now knight e4, knight d6, and now if black is taking the knight, making sure that it's always stalemate. And if the knight was moving, the knight c4 would get the bishop, and then king against two knights is a draw, of course. So here I have to take king to a5 to play knight b6. No, so now I cannot play knight b6 bishop b4, but I go knight a7, and if you take the knight, it's stalemate. So yeah, pity that I knew this study, but there's one study I will not know for sure, and I will do it. This last one. Yeah, this one I don't know. This one I actually don't know, so this is good. White has to make a draw, so Jaya is very good composer who, yeah, was very famous for, you know, one of the most difficult, like, two-mover studies of the century. So anyway, here, you know, black is threatening mate, so clearly that's an issue. I need to do something about it. Like if I go knight c5 check, then king a3, I don't really see what I'm doing, because for sure, like after bishop c6 and rook c2, it's gonna be mate very soon. So maybe what I should do is bishop c6 to have this move bishop d5 as an option. At least one thing that's good, if I go bishop c6, black goes, let's say, rook c2. I go bishop d5, king a3, bishop a2, rook a2, king b1. Then my knight escapes probably to c3, then d1. And if rook d2, I go king c1 first, and I'm making a draw. So I would say that's a good argument for bishop c6 right away. Then I need to know what to do against king a3. I probably have knight c3 anyway. Rook c2, knight a2. If rook d2, bishop d5, that's fine. Or even like if rook f2, maybe knight b1 check will make a draw. So clearly, king a3 is not a move. I would say that rook d2 is most likely after bishop c6 going to be the move. Yeah, rook d2, of course. This is what I think is critical. And then I need to find the right way to play. Maybe knight b2 now. And rook takes b2, bishop a4 check. And yeah, I think this is it. So here, whatever you do, king a3 or king c3 is the same, bishop c2. If you take the bishop, I'm, you know, stalemate. And if you move the rook, this actually could be shown. If rook b8, I have to go bishop b3. If you take the bishop again, it's stalemate. But if you don't take it, then I take it on a2. I go to b1, and bishop on b1 covers the bishop. It's a king, and it's a draw. And if king c3, bishop c2, rook b8, then probably something along the lines of bishop f5, and with this idea of catching the pawn and making a draw. So yeah, this is a cute one. Yeah, it's a bit easier maybe than the other ones, but still very nice to see, you know, when solving studies, how much you can do, you know, with so limited material. But yeah, studies are tough, but they're worth it. You know, they're worth the challenge. So yeah, maybe, you know, we can move on, and maybe already to, like, you know, you've had a feeling of what you know, you can get through studies and, you know, other lessons on Kasparov chess. I hope you enjoy it, and now you can start maybe challenging me, you know, and, you know, I hope I didn't go too fast for you, so you can try to challenge me now. So you have my handle, it's the MVL, and yeah, actually, let me check that. So yeah, this I will not do, and I have a challenge already. So I think you can challenge me in 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 3+2. All of them, even 1 minute if you're up for it, and good luck, eccentric horse. Yes, so my username is MVL. I'll write it in the chat just to be sure. And let's play some Queen's Gambit. So I'm going Bishop G5, C6. So it's some mix between Queen's Gambit and Slav. So generally it's a bit passive, because what you want with black is to get C5 in one go. So now I'm going to go Queen C2, long castle probably, and I'll go for something really aggressive with Rook G1 and G4. It's not G4, G5. Okay, so knight H7. So now I could decide what to do with my C pawn, because I could start with C5. But let's say for now I go H4, so I will prevent knight G5, and I want to go something like Bishop D3 and G4, G5, and attack. And attack. So A4, it's an interesting move. So I could go A3. Maybe I'll go C5 to close down the queen side. And now, yeah, and now I'll let everything done on the queen side, because if before I'll just grab the pawn on A4, and I'm just wanting G4, G5. I see all BAP on the chat. It's good. Good to see you guys. So E5 is a good move, yeah, because now after G5, E4 might be the idea. So maybe I'll start with Bishop F5. Not sure about that. And now knight to D2 simply. But as that, not a great choice of me. Like actually, the position gets very tricky for me, because knight H7 would get the G5 pawn. So I'll need to find something. Also, like when you challenge me, you don't need to be a premium member. I mean, it helps, but I will accept challenge from everyone. So here I cannot take on G6. I want to, but I'll have to wait a bit. Whoa. Okay, now I can, because there's the knight cannot go to G7 to protect. So now if taking H8, Rook H1 is mate. I mean, next move. All right. Thanks for the game. Okay, we got lots of. Let's play with. I think Gokul. Yeah, but I'll get to play with every one of you. So, I mean, not everyone. We have an hour or something of pure bliss. Let's play some French defense. Oh, C4. Okay, so C4, I actually played this one a couple of times. It's a very interesting idea to enter D5 with take, and play the isolated pawn. No, Eric, I'm not ignoring your question. Like, am I second to Magnus? I mean, it's too early to tell, but I mean, it's clear that I cannot give an answer. Should it be positive or negative? Because it's like not something that I would share in either case, but But yeah, you can make your own conclusions. But what I can say is I haven't. I mean, I have helped Magnus only once in 2016, so that was already 5 years ago. And I have a busy schedule, so. Okay, this line's. I've had this position lots of times recently. In rapid games against Karyakin, there was recent games in Bucharest, 11 against Mamedjarov, I think. So I'll go bishop c5, try to get my bishop to d4, maybe here trying to get some knight g4. Okay, yeah, bishop e3 was mandatory because no knight g4 and queen h4. I'm gonna hit these 2 pawns. And yeah, I'm no hikaru when it comes to these errors, but I'm doing my best. At your orders, Eric. I will crush you, and I will have absolutely no remorse doing that. I will block you like Nicola Batum. Yeah, that was a crazy match. I was watching it. Yeah, that's maybe reason for some sort of lack of sleep, but my mind's still fresh. But so here I have choice. I can take on f2. Let's do this. Does France have a chance against USA? I hope so. I think so. I mean, we bet them in the preliminary stage. It's gonna be very tough, but yeah, and yeah, too bad for Luka. He had a great match, and a great Olympics in general. Is clearly in top 5 best players in the world already, in my opinion. Do I think Lyon will win the French league? I wish. I have a Twitch channel at GTR. I'm just not using it anymore because I don't have the time to stream on a regular basis. Or I was going to take on H3, but then just no, it works. Yeah. So take, and I did not blunder because Rook is 3 Queen G5. Rook is pinned. Pawn on G2 is pinned as well. Also here you can go Queen F2, Rook G3, but I'll just go Bishop G4 H5. My king will be fairly well protected. Memphis, yes, Memphis. I have this Memphis jersey from Lyon. I was very, very, what's the word in English? Simple words. Not only intrigued, but I was very happy, for lack of better words. I was very happy when he's signed to Lyon. Now he joined Barcelona, but he gave us all he had in the last 4 years, so that was good. Lyon is gonna win Champions League. Now, sadly, we missed our chance back in the mid 20s. Messi won't return to Barcelona? Nah. I think he'll be a Barcelona player for the next few years yet. Where am I playing next? Where I'm on location. I'm actually at the St. Louis Chess Club, so they've graciously provided their their studios for me to record this stream. And well, it's done at the Chess Lab, so I'm actually gonna be playing there in 2 weeks now. Oh, I didn't want to take. I wanted to play f4. That's a mistake. Okay, let's go h3. g3, and let's not panic. I mean, I'm still probably winning, but makes it that much harder to win this position because, well, my king is not safe and my queen is out of play now that I have to take out the a6 pawn. What do I like the most? Classical rapid hundreds. I think, there's use for... I like a mix. I don't want to play only blitz, only rapid. I like to play all of them. Okay, this might be good for me. Although it's not over because there's two very dangerous passed pawns. So I need to be very careful in how I handle that. Maybe I'll go queen d4 here. Attack this rook. f7 I take on a1. And now, can I take somewhere? And avoid perpetual. Maybe I'll go queen d1 now. Attack the rook again. Oh yeah, I have an idea. Cheeky idea. Okay. Okay, that's actually nice, I guess. Okay, let's... Because I wanted g6 with the idea of queen h1 and queen h5 mates. So let's do this instead. Let's be tricky. Take. And yeah, I'm winning on time this way. Okay. That was tough. Tough one. So let's play with Matt. Good luck, Matt. Do I know Perrache? No, I haven't been. I mean, I've been to Lyon, but not very often. I mean, I know by name Lyon Perrache, but I haven't been there for a long time. Sadly, I need to. So I'm going with the Trompovsky. Can I speak French? Oui, bien sûr. Bonjour à tous. Allez, Blitzstream. Do I like the London? I've played it even in regular games a couple of times. So now I'm going for e4 next. Can't Phil just speak French? I think he can, but I mean, he's taking French lessons. He's not fluent yet, but he's been living in France for 2 years now. So at some point, he will definitely be fluent. And I hope we have him in the team for the next European Team Championship. So this will be nice, good way to bond. I mean, I've seen it a couple of times already, but it's good to be in team competitions. This is the way you create team spirit in general. Like the Australians in the Olympics. The experts will know what I'm talking about. Saumon fumé ou gravelas? Saumon fumé, mais de qualité. Do I play regularly with Fjorda? I mean, of course, like online very often. I've played with him 130 bullet game match a year ago. I lost, but I was happy. I was holding on quite well for a while. So because my bullet skills are not what they used to be. I'm still can play, but like some other players like to complain. I'm getting too old for this. So let's go knight g5. Okay, I want knight g5, so no. I'm switching queen h7. So I'm going queen e6. I would love to get my knight to g6, but I can't, as he's pawn on d6, which is an issue. So I'll just castle, play rook a1. My queen on e6 is not... Yeah, I should keep the beard for sure. I mean, I haven't planned on losing it, but I'll need to trim it still. I'll definitely need a trim in St. Louis. I haven't been in France for too long. That's why my trim is not that great. So now I'll go c4, cement my bishop, and actually I could play f5. Yeah, actually that's not a great move because I'm anticipating Matt to exchange queens, which he does hopefully, but I was closing down on my bishop, so that was not great. And now I'll just move on to the queen side, and I have such a great space. Advantage should be a fairly standard win now. These pawns are gonna get weak. Also b6 still defending. Okay, I'll take. Yeah, I kind of messed it up, but yeah, it's okay because my bishop's running to f7. Maybe no bishop e1 to go bishop c3. So maybe we'll take on f7. No, it doesn't. Okay, rook h8, that's good. Let's go rook b1. Then rook f1, rook f5, rook g5. Okay. Okay, let's go Ericsson. Why am I always white? I'm not complaining, but... Oh, Barca said Messi will not renew. Messi leaving right now or next year? Because I thought he had like renewed, but I have not been following too much. So actually he's leaving, yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, h4 is a useful move. Like, I mean, it's very common. Like, even though you have this line, which is already d4, knight f6, c4, g6, and now against the Grenfell, you play h4 right away. You prepare for h5, and once you get h5, you get an actual good advantage because my king is not yet on the king side, so my rook is opened immediately, and it can get very tricky. Creating some weaknesses on the light squares. Yeah, I'm playing FIDE World Cup 18th of August, I believe. I'm not completely sure about that. Well, right now I'm in St. Louis because I couldn't fly from Schengen, so from France to the US. So I decided to fly directly from Sochi. Messi to Man City. Didn't they? Maybe because they won't make Hurricane. Yeah, maybe that would make sense because they've made Grealish. This I know. So now if I take c3, take on h7. Checkmate. And I watched French Slovenia. Yeah, I watched. I saw Batum. So okay, no, it's not checkmate anymore because of square on e7. c2 Fulham, yes. Oh, Winchester, yes. So the FC Dembele. I could have taken to g6, yeah. The rook was attacked, yeah. I mean, it was not defended. Would I have scored Mbappe's? Well, for that answer, you can watch the first part of the documentary on Kasparovchess. And there you will have the answer about my football skills. Spoiler, they're not that great. So I grabbed this pawn on a6. So I got the double here, a4, and so now if bishop a6, I'm getting the queen. Okay, so let's try to be fancy. Can we be fancy actually? Because like I want knight c6, but king takes, I don't have. Knight a7. I mean, this is fancy, but this is pure. This is not skills. So let's do this and bishop d6. It's very subtle, but yeah, I'll get all challenges after games are finished. So knight b5. Okay, that was my slight traps. Knight c5. Now you take on c5, but I get the knight check. I expose the king, and it's over. Pleutre, very pleutre. Casa de Papel last season, I've stopped watching La Casa de Papel. I mean, first season was good, but I mean, I felt like it was like a lot of fuss. I mean, too much fuss for what it actually was. Also, I don't deny it was quite good. So good luck to EBN 1995. Hope you guys are enjoying the games. Thanks, Eric, for the game. And yes, so this is a serious line. This was popularized quite a lot by Badur Jabara. Did I read chess? What's that question? Did I read chess? Yeah, I mean, you guys will get some challenges now. No problem. Also, make sure not to challenge me once you've had the game, because of course I will not accept repeat challenges. So now I got this pawn structure is a bit messy. Also, after queen b3, it's not so bad. No, Eric, h4 is not refutation, because you need to play knight f6 and to prevent me from getting h5 in. Once I get h5 in, it's very pleasant. So now I'll get c5 and c4. This generally can get very good for black. How to join? I mean, you create an account, then you can already challenge me. The MVL. So yeah. This is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do some reactions, but I don't remember how to do the reactions. So I'll just go b5. Okay, good. The mod's giving you the step-by-step to challenge me, hopefully. That's good enough. Messi to Derby? No, sadly they cannot. They can't recruit players Derby County. It's so funny because okay, they had apart from your teams, they had like 9 valid players. So then Rooney filled in to actually play in one of the trainings, and he ended up injuring one of the 9 players they had available. So this match I saw, I mean, it's not funny, but I thought it was a bit like, it's funny in terms of sadness. Who's my favorite basketball player that's not French? I guess Luka Doncic. It's pretty hype. I was also very happy for Giannis. He has lots of haters ever since Harden said he couldn't play ball, and he showed that he can play ball all right. Swook shouldn't have landed on B2. Yeah, I saw the French-Slovenia match. Yeah, Batum. I'll just say Batum, and I watched it. What did I think about my performance in the World Cup? I thought it was like, I didn't play so bad, but of course, in World Cup, the only thing that matters is winning at the end of the day, or at least qualifying to the finals, and I've never managed that, so that's not good. Okay, I'll give you guys some time to challenge me. Okay, whoa, so many challenge. Okay, let's go with Maruk Chakcha. And good luck. Okay, chat, should I become a model after I retire from chess? I might be a bit too old though. I don't plan on retiring this year, so I don't know how long you can become a for how long you can be a model. Sagan and Messi in the same team. Yes, sounds very nice. No, actually, it's gonna be very intriguing to see where he ends up signing. So, yeah, what I was saying is, of course, if City doesn't get Kane, that makes sense for them to try to sign Messi. But of course, I think Messi is the greatest player for time. No, of this time for sure, not of all time. Also, is in the argument. Yeah, like you could argue he's the greatest of all times, but I think Kane should be number 1 priority for City because they're lacking a forward. Yeah, after Gabriel Jesus just doesn't cut it. Like it's their main weakness, but yeah, if you don't get Kane, you could as well sign Messi. It's always a good investment. Who is going to have the Ballon d'Or this year? Okay, Messi could have the Ballon d'Or. I hope it's gonna be because it's hard to have someone like from both Chelsea and Italian team that makes the cut, but okay. But still, like for me, for instance, if you did it by performances, I would actually maybe give it to Lewandowski. Also, as kind of sorry for not getting it last year. I know that's not how it works, but just like again, like Messi is an extraordinary player, but when he got this Ballon d'Or in 2010. It was a bit strange. So yeah, I think Lewandowski has an argument. But of course, yeah, you would like to give it to someone like Jorginho, who won both Euro and Champions League. But yeah, I don't feel like he played. I mean, he had a great season, but not that great. Like not. But I don't know. I mean, could be nice also if you reward like team results in the end. Okay, so let's play with Lamar from India. Who is my favorite tennis player? If you don't know that, then you don't know me. It's Roger Federer. But Benoit Paire, of course. Of course, Benoit Paire is a great player as well. It's my best guy. It's the best. Actually, Roger has inspired me a lot. I think the one most intense time I had was back in 2017 Australian Open. So I was in Gibraltar with a couple of other French guys who were big fans of Federer as well, and during the final we went completely nuts. We live streamed on Facebook our reactions to the match. It was epic. Yes, my name is Lion Beast. I'm living in Paris, but I'm a fan of Olympique Lyonnais. Did I ever rage quit a chess game? Not live, like online, of course. Online it happens all the time, but not live. Like I've been pissed during chess games live, but I've never done things like rage quitting or something like. I mean, I've like when I knew I couldn't defend back in the days, maybe I've done things like, I don't know, just not. Did I get my bishop trapped? I think I got my bishop trapped. Okay, let's play h6. Never mind. That's not great. Let's defend however I can. Yeah, I didn't expect that because, Lamar is 1400, so I didn't expect him to play that good chess. So was not careful enough. Yeah, I'm not always zen, Eric. I'm not always zen. But, there are things, that are worse than chess games, even though, when I play an actual tournament game, I don't really think that. So, okay, you want f4, which makes sense. Okay. Let's go king g8 and maybe run towards safety. Okay, f3 is helpful, yeah. I was a bit scared of f4. When I come to Dubai, it's not planned. But I don't know, maybe. I know I have some friends who wanted to visit Dubai during the match. I mean, they wanted me to qualify so they could come to Dubai, but yeah, could be an opportunity to go there anyway. I mean, I've been to Dubai a couple of times. Last time I've been 2014 for sure. Then I played in Sharjah, but I think I went to Dubai for one evening in 2017. So I don't have such a great position. I'm still pawn down, but yeah, try to do with, to deal with that. Quadrillion a month, just techie. Who will Messi sign for? Yeah, maybe City. Yeah, not completely sure. It's just so new because, yeah, now that I think about it, it was, thought that Messi would stay, but then he ended up, then things changed maybe a couple of weeks ago or something, but, at least in decision. But now, yeah, Messi could sign up for, I don't think Paris. Might end up joining Pep. Makes sense, yeah. Yeah, City with Messi is just unfair. To be fair, Messi has been, he had a great last season, but he's not as dominant as he used to be. Much to my regret. I'm a fan, but yeah, but now this Barca team, yeah, it's gonna be a bit sad. Yeah, it's not that great. Yeah, friends were a huge fan of Barca. It never was my case, but yeah, still would be good if they kept competitive. Nah, I don't think Messi will go where he gets the most money. I don't think. Also technically, City is probably where he would get the most money, but he would want to have a competitive team first of all. I've been approached by esports organizations. There have been some preliminary contacts. I'm not completely sure of how much advanced, because I'm also not always dealing with the side business. Let's say I have a manager who is taking care of all that stuff. But yeah, there have been some discussions. Chess has been going quite a lot, so it makes sense, especially of course with French organizations. So yeah, too bad Lamar, yeah, because played great game, but then ended up giving up some pieces. But yeah, I had very bad position. Do I have an opponent? Basically, I think I love to play against everyone. Wait, am I bugging? Just checking. Yeah, no, I was not the one bugging. Okay. All right, let's play with Chess. Okay, yeah, it's Llama would disconnect it. Thanks for the game. So we go knight f3, and now we go knight f3 g3. We go full Artemiev. That's how he plays. So we go full No, actually, it's not. It's actually not symmetrical, yeah, because bishop e7 and e6. So I'll go f4. I think Artemiev likes to go this f4, g4, g5 at some point. Like it goes like queen e2, then d3, knight d2. Okay, so maybe here with knight on this one, I'll have to play d4. Doesn't really matter. Well, I would have preferred to keep the pawn on d3, but knight e4. I'll just go knight d2. Oh, Artemiev lost to Wesley. I've not followed yesterday, but today I don't have the time to follow the games. Okay, let's take on b7, take on c4. Let's hope this knight is good. It's not my best position, for sure. Also, maybe I have time for d5 now. Let's go d5. Get that pawn to d6. Then I can go. Why didn't I play this months in the... I mean, just I was in World Cup and then I need the general break. Maybe I had rook f7 and e6. I need like to keep energy for my next event. I think like my next months are crucial because I need to up my rating and also to not only that, also try to qualify to candidates. I haven't played so well in classical events this year, so I want to reconnect with winning chess games. So it's time. Sometimes it's good to have some sort of pause, otherwise it gets very exhausting at this level of competition. So I'll go a4. I'm not taking on a7 immediately, just because it's so difficult to make a move. Now with my rook on c7, pawn on d6. Yes, I was expecting so bishop sack, but no, this is what I want. Checkmate on f8. Let's get this going. Okay, I cannot because bishop h6. e5, so I'll go g4 first. What does that ping my rating? No, just making sure I'm back to the elite, and also can be very helpful for to qualify for Grand Prix, to have let's say easier pairings for the FIDE Grand Prix. So, and ultimately, I mean, I don't like. I want to win games mostly to win games, to play better chess. Like not rating is secondary effect, let's say. But of course, it's important for me to be back in the top 10, because right now I'm 17th, and that's not good enough, let's say. All right, thanks for the game, and let's play. Let's play. Who can we play? Can play Josso. Yeah, from France. My game with Elshan. I mean, with white, this g3, bishop g2. Yeah, I mean, it's a well-known line. Like, you can play all of these, sub lines, as long as, I mean, it has lots of venom, I mean, as was shown in the actual game, but you cannot play it as a as an actual main line, like the one you will repeat, because your opponents will know the solution for sure. But yeah, also would be nice, yeah, to be back to French number one, or at least, you know, make it a big fight. But yeah, this so you cannot have it as a main line. I mean, as your only line, but you know, all these lines that have some venom, you can definitely play them once in a while, and it's hard, you know, to have the correct answer against all of these lines, because it takes time for us to find the correct ways to play. Okay, so we still have like 20-25 minutes together, so probably time for like let's say 4 to 5 games after this one. So I mean, I'm hoping you'll get lucky with the challenges. Like, we still have quite a lot of challenges. Thank you guys for sending them, because I mean, we need you, like, to have some fresh opponents, fresh meat for me. Yeah, no, Josa's good positions here, very, very solid. So I'm bringing my queen to f5. It's a bit artificial what I'm doing, I'll be honest, but yeah, this is what I end up doing when I play carelessly. Like this. Do I think they're winning the World Cup? Yes. I mean, generally, whoever wins the World Cup, which is a marathon, ends up deserving it. So yeah, I think he very much deserves. Yeah, the hype for chess is quite good for me. I mean, I love, like, you know, being part of this, you know, helping chess grow. So I think it's good for everyone, and yeah, I enjoy it. So now, yeah, okay, knight takes f2. I want to knight f5, so that's why I guess Joso didn't take. Now I'm gonna play bishop c4, trying to aim at the f7 pawn. And if g6, I'll just retreat to f3. So queen c7, probably to protect this f7 pawn. Let's go g5. And now I want to do a dinguerie. Can I do a dinguerie? Yes, let's do a dinguerie. Let's be dang. Okay, so now I have to make it work. Let's go knight h6. Doesn't work, yeah, but doesn't really matter, because I'll be flagging anyway. Okay. It really doesn't work. Ah. Bad pre-move. Okay. Yeah, that was fancy, but of course, in an actual game, I would never have done this. An actual World Cup game, let's say. But yeah. How can they be so good, yeah? You just know they are. Sven, I'm playing Sven, and I'll be playing... I feel like I'm white in most of the games. What did I think about Benzema? Benzema is good. I was very happy to see him coming back to the French team because I think, I mean, didn't work out for France, but I think, we have Sven missing. Can maybe 10 more seconds and then I board it. Okay, he's back. It's a black screen. Oh, okay. I think it's okay now. Did I was join the French team? I mean, technically yes. He can play for France, so let's hope he does. I don't have any information yet. I mean, like, I don't have confirmation that he'll be playing, but I certainly hope so. So yeah, I thought Benzema was a good add-up to the French team. I mean, he's the France's best player of the last 10 years or so. So it would make sense that he's part of the French team, even though, of course, I mean, I know there's been some difficulties, and but I think it was more than time to get past that. So I'm glad, that this is that is part of the French team now. Yeah, I mean, there's a discussion about switching federations in chess. I mean, there's no rules here, simply. So makes sense that as long as there's no because, for instance, in football you cannot switch your federation after you've played for one of them, at least at international levels, not youth. But so I cannot. No, I can take on g6 because bishop e6. I will go queen d4, queen d3, or queen e4, and then if take, queen takes, and I get back the bishop. Do I think I would win 2 pieces down? I mean, it's not like I haven't been very interested in playing handicap games. It's just I don't see the fun part in it, to be honest. I don't think it's the best way to. So let's bring my king. Yeah, no. Exchange, play g4, play h5, then next. And okay. All right. So let's play with Skank. How tough is it to join the Pakistan? It's basically there's no, you cannot ask to join the Pakistan. The Pakistan chooses you to join. What chess book am I reading at the moment? I haven't read chess books in a while, so I've been solving lots of puzzles. But I mean, the last book I enjoyed really a lot was Yan and Files book. Oh, knight takes f6. Okay, I didn't expect that. Shouldn't have removed that. So Yan and Files, I thought this was a great book. With I mean, lots of inside on World Championship preparations. I think, I mean, it's definitely worth a read for you guys, I think, if you haven't read it already. what we have done, if not chess player. Whoa, no, I cannot take on g2, queen takes d5. But no, I threaten rook g2 and it's checkmate. Have I ever played 4-player chess? No, I haven't. I actually haven't. Yeah, let's take on g2. I think this is mate. Because after king f1, there will be queen h3. So this is gonna be mate. King h1, queen f3, take, checkmate. Okay. And I've won 10 games in a row. Nice. So, okay, I lost track of who I played against. So I don't think I played with Dizay yet. From Russia, I think. I'm not completely sure. I saw the flag, but maybe other flag. So sorry. Yeah, definitely other flag. Slovenia or Slovakia. Didn't have a chance to check the flag in full motion. Okay, Messi, of course, Messi over Lewandowski. I mean, not this year, but any other year. But like, okay, if you're asking for Ballon d'Or, I would go Lewandowski this year. But as a football player, of course, I would go Messi all day. So Larsen Adiban defense. No, but after d4, knight f6, bishop f4, b6 is a serious move. Just that after b6, there's some moves like c4, knight c3, which supposedly good for white. And this d4, knight f6, bishop f4 is a tricky move order. It's actually quite nice. Please, guys, blunder your queens, because I don't want to think when I'm playing. Is it true that I called Fabi fabulous? I've never called him that. It's a great player, but you know, this is not the sort of things I do. Yeah, maybe next games next challenges I'll be waiting for 30 seconds. It's just that then I'm might not be able to choose from all the challenges, but I'll give you some time to challenge me for next games. I think we have 2 or 3 games left, so that's good. Okay, let's do a Dangri again and take on e4. Take, queen g5, check, rook takes d2 next. I think that's actually pretty good for me because of the pin. So queen c2 is a good move, and I'll just... Yeah, I think I can do this. Maybe not the best. I could obviously take on d2, but then... Yeah, taking on d2 was just winning, but... I saw a Dangri, and I'll do it. It's not so great because rook e1 still, still fighting. And now maybe this. Yeah, knight d2, queen g5 check still, and now I threaten take on f3 and take on f2. Bishop cannot move, so I think, yeah, no, this is winning. Maybe there was queen b5 though. Queen b5 must have been good. Any plans on streaming again? So I'll give you guys some time to change me now. Will I stream on my Twitch channel? I mean, not for probably not for now, but maybe. I mean, like I still have it. So this is good. Okay, so Mighty Marcus. Let's play Mighty Marcus. From Estonia, I think. Good luck. But anyway, yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch occasionally. I mean, at least on Kevin's channel, quite often. I mean, not in the last few months, but I've been there for quite some times. Of course, you know, I'll probably end up, you know, doing more of these streams with Kasparovchess. I'm very excited about it. But you know, streaming on my own channel, it takes time. It takes lots of energy. So, you know, we'll have to see when my schedule is not as busy as it is this year. About the openings, yeah, I'm just playing random stuff right now. So it's okay. It's more Cole, I think, than London with the bishop on g5. So generally, you don't raise attention so quickly. Also, the bishop on c8 is a bit restricted because of this early e6. And now I can generally try to get this 95 f4 idea. Yeah, it was Slovenian. Yeah, the Triglav. But no, I know the flag, but yeah, I was not sure because like I only saw it like very quickly and didn't pay attention. But of course, it was the Triglav. So I'm going h4. Maybe I'm not threatening yet bishop e7, bishop h7 because knight can drop back to f6 at any time. So I'll just leave my bishop on g5 for now. Okay, it was a bluff. I think you could take on g5. Let's go rook e1. Yeah, I mean, this piece sacrifice really unnecessary. Like, Etienne would tell me not to do it. And maybe so I'm not doing as many of them in actual games, but I just think it's all good fun here. So I'll go rook h1, then bring my queen here. I could have started with a3, would have been more clever, but yeah, I'll probably end up securing my queen side first now. Okay, I don't need to. Knight b4, I'll just run my king towards e2 after that, so that's fine. Okay, when you'll get the chance to botez me. What rating did I start with Najdorf and Grunfeld? Basically, I played them when I was already a teenager, so like I think Najdorf almost 2500 and Grunfeld maybe 2300. And then I never stopped. Okay, I'm think. Okay, let's play Queen b8. Oh, 95 mate. That's nice. Okay. So we have like so. Okay. Yes. Let's go, Bottas Gambit. Good luck. Okay, this is our last 5 minutes or so stream. So, I mean, it could be our last game. Like, maybe the one next to. Oh, Bottas Gambit. Okay, you know what? I won't take it. Nah. I really won't take it. You can drop it. Okay, let's do this. I have a plan. Double good Bottas Gambit. Yeah, that plan's not that great, but you know, I like to make things difficult for myself. You know, we recreate just theory here. Yeah, pizza, but I claim I have compensation. I'm not going to lose this game. Oh, you know, completing the full circle. And we get material equality. Not anymore. Yeah, this is such a Berlin game. But you know, Berlin got that bad image because of you know, it being so tough to beat. But you know, the positions are actually extremely interesting. So you know, don't say bad things about the Berlin. I think it's great opening. All right, so I'm running these pawns forwards. Okay. I'll get my king to d5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a bit lazy, but will work all right. I like announced games, of course, yeah? Of course I like announced games. It's a great player. Okay, I haven't removed h5 because if king h1 then it would have been stalemate. And now I can end up. Another Bottas Gambit. I don't think I will have time to mate with. Yeah, because it will be timeout. Okay, maybe let's do one very last game with either one. And I think this will be the last game against a French guy. Makes sense. And yeah, thank you all for joining this stream. I mean, you can still ask some questions. What age did I? Yeah. get my first salmon, like 6 years old. 6 years old is when I started playing competitively. And I got my first title there, French champion under 8 when I was 6. So that was good. Do I take creatine? No. I hope I would have more muscle if I did that. Who wins next Roland Garros? Hard to say. I'm hoping team. I'm hoping he had like we need new generation to. I mean, team is already not new generation, but I mean, it was very close in. I mean, as close as you can get against a champion like Rafa, but yeah, I think is the next one who deserves the title. So now if you take the pawn, bishop g4, yeah, because bishop f7, I have the rook covering, so queen is trapped, queen g6 now because the knight covers, pawn is pinned, but doesn't matter. So the queen is lost, but yeah. Roger forever, but I'm afraid, yeah, this was his last year or so. Maybe, but maybe not. Maybe he'll keep on surprising me, but yeah, I'm afraid we soon say goodbye to Roger on the tour. Do I plan on getting married? These things don't get planned on, so like if it happens, it happens, but it's not priority number one right now, let's say. Where did I learn English? Well, not at school. No, basically when you travel so much and you play chess, you talk English all the time. So, I mean, I did learn English at school, but I learned how to practice it, on the road. What's my favorite song at the moment? Well, I mean, I'm not sure. Okay, let's checkmate. What kind of songs? Like I listen to a lot of rock music, but I don't remember the actual name of the song. I listen to so much. France Gall or Serge Gainsbourg. Actually, in terms of music, it's probably France Gall, but I mean, Serge Gainsbourg is a better artist. Should I become a pro table tennis player? Probably. I mean, I've played it since I was 8. It's not my specialty, but it's only because I focused too much on chess instead. I was wrong. I'm much better, much more talented at ping pong. All right. Thank you, everyone. I mean, like, I'm gonna take 2-3 more questions, and then I'll be on my way. But thank you very much, all of you, for joining. Fantasy variation in Caro-Kann. I don't know what the fantasy variation in Caro-Kann. Maybe is some knight sacrifice. But yeah, thank you, everyone. See you very soon, and cheers. Take care, and well, I guess Messi to City. Cheers.